So there are a couple things to say. First and foremost, as I focus on these achievements, is that I'm probably going, if the update does not come within 12 hours of this video coming out, I think I will be streaming on Twitch to do a little special, hey, waiting for an update stream. If that doesn't work, well, that's the first thing that I'm gonna try. But as we get into Goizel Ill-Fated All Perks Random Item Mizuki, to repeat that, basically if the update does not come out today, quote unquote today, then I will do a stream on Twitch. If that... And that's the first thing. I mean, I haven't thought that far. I just know I want to do a stream that says like, hey, waiting for the update. I'm just gonna go through a bunch of things and we'll see. Because I want to plan this out. If it's gonna be a long stream, I do have real life obligations I need to take care of. Hold on. Second encounter, Takshisan knowledge, light, second mystery, and maybe a dexterity check. I completely forgot what else I was gonna... Oh, I was gonna talk about what Pantstas went over. In case you're not in tune with the Discord channel because links are spooky or whatnot, or you're just not in part of it. Then what... Oh, that's right, we have all perks. But then what I wanted to say was that Panstas mentioned... I did want to go on... This is going to go into, like, game dev talk as well. But Panstas did... my body. Panstas did go over the topic... Well, basically one of Panstas' last messages on Discord as of this video's recording time. The in-game time is not the real time. Just know that I've already befuddled the time. But... You know, Panstas said that there was a, as I said on the community page, there was a bug that needed to be addressed. But for those who don't know, I'm going to go over it in total. Basically, a bug needed to be addressed, and so Panstas is going over the update again just to make sure that nothing else is broken after making, that bug fix. Because that is something that is frequently does happen to a lot of developers. It has happened to me a few times, but it's usually never anything, well, a few times it's been big things. But basically, whenever you do a quote-unquote patch fix, it might break the game in some other way, and the worst case is it just breaks the game totally, like a crash or something. Those are one of the bad ones, but as we have Flood, Bulletin, Festival, Recluse, and Vigil, we're going to enter Bulletin first. We don't have Coma, so sadness, but... theoretically speaking, you'd think that someone can program a game so it's not that way, but sometimes when you are making bug fixes, it somehow breaks something else to the side, whether it's because it's related to it, or it's something that's really tangentially related to the bug itself, and therefore, while it was working before the bug, it is now broken after the bug. There are many kinds of things that can break in terms of programming issues, but that's... It can be a whole host of things. There are examples where you fix something, but something else breaks, but it wasn't that it broke because you fixed something. It's because it was actually still broken, and it was just never addressed. But now that you fix something, then another problem becomes more prominent. I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's a very, not a common bug, but it is not rare to see in terms of programming, in my experience anyway, where, again, you fix something, but then something else quote-unquote breaks, but it's not that it was broken, it's that it literally was already broken, it just didn't present any problems until everything was focused on itself. Think of it like... I'm trying to think of a good metaphor. Maybe I shouldn't use a metaphor here. Also, I'm not ill-fated, that's right, but... Again, that's one of many things that can go wrong. A more specific example is you're working with a function. A function, for those who don't know programming too much, is say you're trying to, bring up an item's UI, and the item UI for some reason is bugged, like the text is kind of slightly off, and so the text is going off the screen. To fix that, you go into the function that brings it up, because that's where you find the bug, and, you fix it by, moving everything back because you made a wrong calculation, and so the text is now in the correct spot. However, this for some reason breaks, when you look at your mystery text right here, for some reason the text, is shifted more the other way, and so you're like, what? Why did that happen? And so, yeah, you get odd occurrences like that. I forgot what the original thing I wanted to say was. I also forgot to use the police patrols, but basically, this all wraps around back to if we have to wait another day because of things, and the game or the update might come out and the game actually crashes still, but it would more likely have come out in a better condition if it came out later than if it did 24 hours before this video when the update was supposed to come out, because at least something was caught, a bug was caught by Panstaz, and that was addressed, as opposed to no bugs were caught, and then that bug is, brought forth. I don't know how bad it was. I don't remember the exact contents of the bug, if it was even given to us, but there was a bug that was addressed. Reportedly, if you want to believe Panstaz. Again, if you want to go really evil with it, if you don't believe Panstaz and there was some really weird reason why the update was, stalled, then you don't have to, you shouldn't even be listening to this. But again, the assumption is that a bug was fixed and therefore more time is needed. When you find one bug, it is very likely that you have more bugs to deal with. So I'm going to take the Doom here because I don't want to take Reason. I also realized I was in Bulletin, so that's why I was doing the forest investigations. But again, to end that and to kind of come back to focusing on trying to unlock something. I don't know if I'm going to unlock any achievements here based on Musically Ill-Fated, but we'll do our best. Yeah, if nothing else, this where there's smoke is fire does also apply to programming. Thankfully, that's just tiny cuts. I did need to get rid of this frostbite. It might be a bit too late now. But yeah, where there's one bug, there is likely a lot more. And there's probably going to be a lot more. I mean, the bug report channel has been filled up with stuff since 1.0, because that's the last major update that came out. So those bugs being addressed on top of any new ones that the update might bring. Again, when you find one, there's likely more. And to be honest, there, objectively speaking, based on everyone, including my experience in World of Horror, it's very likely that the game will still have bugs when the update comes out. But again, at least my threshold as a player is that the game does not crash because of a bug. That's the bare minimum. If it's something wonky that affects gameplay, that's also annoying, but it's not the worst that could happen. Also, we do have Recluse and Flood, and I don't have a weapon. I don't want to send these allies at the ghost. This is really bad. Is it possible for me to take... I would have had to take... I should have been paying more attention to my mystery order. Not that it matters, because the chance of doing achievements here, out of town, out of town, out of town, out of town. Actually, all 4 of these are out of town. We can't even grind for anything. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, that was my only in-town mystery. And I did not set things to the forest. I happen to be visiting the forest quite a lot. If the Theologist is in Flood, well, I'm gonna actually grab a weapon here. I'll take Flood 4th, and we're gonna see how bad it is for me. I want a weapon of some sort. That's why we're here. I should have taken the book. Because we did not unlock the book achievement. For those who don't know, you need to discard 3 books to get that achievement, and I know I have not gotten it yet. So yeah, Blood Frenzy is not gonna be great either, because this does not help my ally attack. If it did, maybe I'd consider it, but it doesn't. So, clap, bow, clap, clap. I might want the experience from failing the guests here, or failing the vigil here, and fighting the guests, but our doom is high enough as it is. Yes, we have Flood and Recluse, but I might need to try and fish for an achievement. Not that we can, because we don't have an in-town mystery. So we are forced to progress the mystery no matter what, I think. So yeah. I think there might be an achievement I can try to get, but I'm not certain about it. Also, I didn't grab the meat cleaver for some reason. And I think I added 1 handcuff to the storage. I have another one on me, but the meat cleaver is for Recluse, because you cannot ally attack Recluse. Unless, of course, I had an item that allows me to fight ghosts normally, but that's not normally what happens. We cannot take the stamina damage here. I don't know how everyone takes that decision. We also failed the vigil, so I guess we are fighting, but you get the point. Oh, nice. Nice 95 miss, by the way. 95% chance to miss. Oh, goodness, help. I'll open this for a ring. Never mind, it's a spell. That will help out, but I don't have enough stamina at the moment, so we are in pain. I do want to cast it. I don't have enough stamina at the moment. That should still save me on damage, but we'll find out how good this is for us. We're going to actually fill this with blood. I cannot afford to lose either. I need the stamina because I want to cast the carving spell, but I also need the need reason, because I'm going to enter Recluse soon. So away we go. 6th floor, I don't remember my second encounter. I want to say it was one of the first guests that I fought. Or no, I think I fought something before that. No, I didn't. I'm going crazy. Anywho, we're gonna keep taking Charisma. If we had... No. We're gonna do this. So we're taking Flood 4th, and we're just gonna eat a bunch of damage here. But we should be relatively fine. Once we're in Flood, we'll be able to heal everything. Now, how much damage we'll be taking in Flood is a different story. But I definitely don't want to be stuck fighting a 4-reason Ghost. That I know for sure. And I still don't want to cast Protective Carvings until I know I'll have enough stamina to survive. Of course, we are ill-fated, so chances are we're going to be losing stamina. I'm just going to be taking guaranteed outs. And a lot of guaranteed outs, or what I mean by that is, a lot of event choices that end up not having to roll, end up taking away stamina. That's the gist of things. I do have Masochistic, but I also have Frostbite. I don't need it right now. I think I'm actually going to sacrifice it, so it's going to cost more Doom. But it's for the sake of more HP and Flood, because Flood is going to do a lot of damage to me. Now, we did get to lower Doom there, but keep in mind we're effectively at 62% Doom, so Masochistic heals us a little bit. And if we weren't on... If this were our 4th mystery onward, the roommate would take 4 turns to defeat, and that would have been 12 reason. Keep that... I just want to put that in perspective. Yes, I have Protective Carvings, but if I don't cast it, I'm taking 4... I would have been taking 4 reason damage per turn. And since it would have 25 HP, usually you get 8 damage in a turn with Severing. So you can do the math there. I'm going to actually cast Protective Carvings now, in hopes that we're okay. So, all things considered, Flood is now doing 2 reason damage again, once I get the Theologist. I still don't feel good, but we'll do our best. So, we get a guaranteed 20 damage minimum, and we will do as much Flood as possible. So into the school we go. Please don't die. I forgot if the school is at a high threat level. That's why I'm going to enter now. Wait, didn't I already enter here? Well, we're going to spend Doom then, because we can't lose any stamina. The left is an injury, but if we get cut artery, we're dead. Well, we're not dead yet, because we do 2 investigations while resting, so it wouldn't be that bad, but we are reaching our threshold here. I should have actually rested. I don't know why I'm not resting. This should only be 1... Yeah. Not a high threat... If it were a high threat level location, I think we die there. But we're perfectly fine. Also, I need to equip this. Do we need to equip this? Let's find out, because we're Mizuki. Also, this is a normal Flood. I don't want to increase my Doom. So if nothing else, we might not unlock... Okay, no, we do want to equip this. Because that way we can get a bit more reason out of this. We should have had 15. I miscalculated. So... Off Matsuda-san goes, and we will do our 70% ally attack, or 80-80 if we do this. Thankfully, ally attack scales somewhat well, but granted, we're level 4 right now too, so that's another part of the calculations. But we shouldn't go any lower than, like, 7 reason. If we miss a lot, though, maybe. But while we have all perks, let's level up now. Get nothing. And we'll just keep pouring things into Charisma. We do have 2 Frostbites, so I need to get rid of these. I need to get rid of the Frostbites. I have 2 of them stacked on top of each other. Unfortunately, though, we don't have... that's right, we don't have access to the school nurse. So, into Festival we go. We could have grabbed allies here, but I would rather take Flood 4th than Flood 5th. Is my rationale. But if we can grab more allies here, that would be okay. Especially if we have the funds, which we do. We have like 11 funds, so ask for funds. That would be great. 3 reason is okay as well. I don't think I've actually forgotten Protective Carvings yet, so we're effectively sitting on 10 reason. I think, out of curiosity, does drinking the bottle of blood unlock an achievement? I guess I'm going to do that later, because if we survive, like, it doesn't really matter. Again, we want to unlock achievements, we don't want to just survive, so... And by that rationale, because there are some achievements you need to die for, if I get an achievement off of drinking the bottle of blood, that's perfectly fine. That's right, we are ill-fated. So, yeah, regardless, I mean, I would like to survive. We can do if for achievements where you can die, we will do. I guess what I'm going to change my rules are for, or my ruling for, is that if there is an achievement that requires me to die, I will do it as late as possible. In the thought that, you know, if I were to survive the run, then I know I would have survived if I were allowed to survive. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I know, dog. So what I mean by that is, for example, like in this case, if the bottle of blood does give me an achievement for drinking it, but I die, then I drink it at the very end of the run, so that, you know, it's proof that I would have survived the run. I just end up dying at the end. But I hope that makes sense. Another example, as we just take 5 Doom here, that's way too much damage, is, I think there's one for the, yeah, there's one for the History Club, kind of spoilers, but we're gonna get it at some point, so I might as well give you a preview. There is an achievement for entering the History Club and dying to it, so we'll enter the History Club as late as possible, and then we'll die to it, is what I'm trying to say. So basically I have to complete as much of a run as possible, and prove that I can make it that far before dying. That's the kind of balance I'm going for. So again, as I'm about to do, I didn't want to re-roll that, but either way, effectively we would have had like 87% Doom. So even if I had, again, there are low stakes here, so I don't care if I have a second encounter check. Well, I kind of do, but if we hit 100% Doom, well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna rule at this. Otherwise, you can decide for yourself what I should do. But we're gonna do this. I feel like it was this. The roommate was definitely not the roommate, and so tomorrow is after, so it has to be the 2 guests. I just forgot the names already. Here's Takashi-san, but boy, with the power of Fast Swimmer, and then we do that, but we have more than enough stamina and reason for this, so we should be perfectly fine. We don't have a light source, that doesn't matter either. And I think we have the 6th floor, but we did Vigil 2nd, because I was like, oops, I need a weapon. And then we stop here, but if this doesn't, yeah, do ascend, then we'll drink this, and yeah, we'll just, that's what I get for drinking blood. I don't think I actually unlocked anything, but you get the point. At least this video will serve as a point of reference in terms of achievements where I have to die. Can I find any really quickly here? If I can do so? No? Oh, I do need to do that, but that is gonna actually, that might happen, this achievement might happen in the course of doing this. Because, well, you only need to run into the Dream Devourer, but because my own rule set revolves around me surviving, then, I mean, I could, because you can get this without this. But doing this will, well, unless I don't run into the other 2 Dream Enemies. You get the point. I forgot what that was. Oh, that's right. I need to do that. I completely forgot about that. And then these are backstories. There is a few. Is there really only 1 or 2? No, the Blue Gem Riddle, you quote unquote die, but in a sense, you pretty much survive as well. Something you. Oh, that's right. I need to do this somehow. This is probably going to be a Toshiaki achievement, but these are challenges. Moriko, who we don't have. Oh, spoilers! Oh, but I'm trying to look for an achievement that has the thingamajiggy. Did I already do it? I don't think I did it. Right? Discard 3 books. Equip 2 sources of light. Shot for items 10... Oof, that's a Toshiaki one as well. If I'm trying to survive as well. That's Scissors. This is Paranoia Ally. That's RNG. A baseball bat. Oh, I need to get that one, really. And that's Aiko. And that... Oh, no, that's Scissors. Then this is the Festival? Question mark? And then that's probably going to be a Haru one. So, okay, I did do it then. I did do it, right? No, I didn't. What? I did do it. I'm going crazy. Anywho, I'll see you in the next video. You know what to do. Please support me if you want to. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!